Tower cam. You're going to notice we are expecting some sunshine today, but otherwise clouds continue to push through here and there. So mostly cloudy at times. The sun and cloud mix is what we would call today, simply because you could see some cloud cover, you could see some sunshine. 73 degrees in the state capital, 72 here in Decatur, but 70 degrees out in Edgar County, 71 in Champaign. A very mild start to our day. This is not abnormal for this time of year. Our average low is 64, and we only hit 71 across the area, averaging 71 across the area for our low. But winds right now out of the south about 5 to 10 miles per hour. A little concerning because not only does the southern winds bring in the moisture and the heat, but at the same time you add in some chances of showers and thunderstorms, and it can really kick off some strong to severe chances. Satellite radar keeping us dry, just a few clouds moving through, specifically right along the I-57 corridor, and then again back out towards Scott, Morgan, Cass County. That's going to be the area of interest as we head into the next several hours. On top of that, the wildfires out west continue to filter some smoke our way, especially here in central Illinois. So definitely notice that haze is very similar to about a week to maybe even a week and a half ago, where we got the heat, the humidity, the smoke, and now we got to add on some chances of severe weather. Futurecast by Nez Associates, of course, timing it all out for us. You're going to notice clouds throughout the day, wind still out of the south, but then some showers and thunderstorms start to move in. Futurecast has this around 8 to 8:30. I'm going to go ahead and say it could move in as early as 5 to 6, but yes, lingering until about 8:30, even midnight. Some of these showers and thunderstorms could be strong to severe. Again, the main area of concern will be out towards the Jacksonville area, or mainly from about I-57 west. Now you notice the showers and thunderstorms start to break down as we head into about midnight, even 2:30 a.m. Of course, we know the biggest reason for that is because the sun's down, which means we don't have as much energy through the overnight hours. Now we could still see some heavy downpours, even a quick thunderstorm as you wake up tomorrow, but then we look to be a little bit drier. So Storm Prediction Center has majority of us under that marginal risk here in the green. You're going to notice you're not under one if you're from Marshall up to Watseka. However, you can still see thunderstorms nonetheless. They're just going to be below severe limits most likely. Here in the marginal risk, it's going to be isolated if any severe weather does pop up. Mainly a wind threat in that area. However, in the slight risk, which again includes Scott, Morgan, and Cass County, parts of Menard, that's the area that we could see some isolated large-size hail, and at the same time cannot completely rule out tornadic activity. It would be isolated in that area if anything were to pop up, and very, very brief if we get anything in the marginal area, but by the time it moves in there, it's starting to break down. Again, mainly a wind threat of winds upwards of 60 miles per hour plus. Of course, you can't rule out some isolated chances of hail whatsoever, which would be maybe nickel size or greater. Now, tornadic activity I do have low, but again, that's going to be out in the slight risk. If you're in that marginal risk, it's going to be very, very low. But at the same time, flooding, well, there's an opportunity. We've been so dry over the past several days. However, dew points are up, so obviously some heavy downpours could be possible. Precipitation totals kind of agree with that. You're going to notice heavier totals from about Vandalia up to Jacksonville. This would include Springfield and Taylorville, so Sangamon and Christian County. Here in Decatur, we're looking between about half an inch to maybe an inch and a half. A little heavier if you're down towards Carlinville. The biggest reason for that is because that's where the thunderstorms start to stall, and that's also where they enter and linger for quite a while. So if you're out that way and really across the board, be prepared with some heavy rains. If you see some areas starting to add up and maybe some puddles on the road, try to avoid that road if possible. Of course, the roads that are more susceptible are low-lying, typically near a farm field, where we also could see some isolated flooding. Now you're going to notice Futurecast feels like temperatures has us in the mid to upper 90s today, even into tomorrow. However, well, that's bad. It's nothing compared to what we could see Tuesday. 100 to 105 across the board. I get it. You're seeing in Lincoln around 95 degrees, but include everyone at that 100 to 105 degree mark. That's not high enough to include us in a heat advisory as of right now, but still hot enough to where you could see some heat stroke or heat-related illnesses in the long term, which again, the heat and the humidity is also correlated, well, with some air quality issues provided from the wildfires out west. So it kind of all adds up. We talked about it before, but this afternoon, mid to upper 80s, humid and you could see cloudy conditions every now and then. Peak wind gusts would be upwards of 20 miles per hour. Tonight, 68 degrees with some ongoing rain chances, but by the time we hit about 10, even 11 o'clock, everything would be back below severe limits if we do see severe weather today. St. Mary's 7-day forecast, you're going to notice a marginal risk still in place for tomorrow as well. We'll break that down as we get closer to the event, but Tuesday mostly sunny, 90 degrees, but once again it's going to feel closer to 100, if not 105 degrees there Tuesday.